Yes, thank you. There's clearly some frustration on behalf of the devolved nations that you are tied into the two-child benefit cap because of the relationship with the UK government. But maybe I could just ask you, what do you think the lives of poor children would look like? How would their lives be different if every government department, from education to housing to transport, was mandated to look at their policy and decision making through the lens of lifting children out of poverty?
Nicola?
Well, if we and I'll finish where I started. Right now we've got children who are hungry, who are cold, who can't engage in their education. We have to believe that it is possible for that not to exist in Scotland and across the UK. We have to have children whose tummies are full, who are warm and cosy, who are enabled to have social experiences. They're not socially isolated. That is, and what gives me belief in that is the fact that you have levers that haven't been used yet. So in UK government and Scottish government, there is more that can be done to be able to drive this forward.
And for the 45% of children who are young children and the 50% of older children that I mentioned earlier would no longer be worried on a regular basis about their family's ability to meet their basic needs.
One of the challenges of talking with children in poverty about poverty is the stigma associated with it. What if our conversations were instead of focused on pity and on charity in relation to poverty? What if they were focused on the value that we're placing on these children? What if they felt invested in and prioritised by government and by all the professionals and all those adults working with them? How transformative would that be for them?
Could I just add, we really need to consider the long-term impact of childhood poverty. There are lifelong, implications which ultimately will cost the public purse far more in the long term. So we really need to consider the cost of not acting and what those children's lives will look like if we do act and how much better they could be.